My base has been expanding rapidly, but there is a problem. The mountain that my base is built on is extremely ugly. So in this video, I'm going to absolutely go to town on this mountain and create the most aesthetic mountainside you have ever seen, all while playing in real hardcore Minecraft. Let's see if we can get out of here without using a firework. Oh, we can. That is beautiful. Anyway, to start off this episode, we need to go ahead and get some mining done just so we can prepare the area. It is so much nicer to walk through this area. I'm really happy with it. It's turned out very nice. We do need to do a little bit of light in here though. It's very dark. I guess I can try and hang a lantern somewhere. I'll just put it on the floor for now. I don't have any fences on me. Oh, let's get this guy out of here. Please don't explode. Okay. Oh my days. So as much as this is going to be very painful, we need to start off with this tunnel because we need to be able to continue down the mountain because the goal is to reach the water. So this is the way that it's going to have to happen. So let's see what's in here first. Okay. Let's grab up some torches, number one, so we can light up the space a little bit. And let's put on our armor because I don't want to be dying to no creepers. I would like your insides though, so please don't explode. Thank you. Oh, another one. Okay, he's not donating anything. Oh no, that's not good. I need to fix that. Beautiful. We don't need to go too far, just enough lighting to stop them coming towards us where we're building. Okay, that should be good. So let's remove this entire thing here. This was just a barricade to stop any mobs getting out of here because this was effectively just a mob spawner. So it's going to head over to the left slightly and then down here because there's a little hole, which is perfect. Beautiful. It's coming to daytime on day 154. I'm going to make up a bunch of slabs. I'm not going to worry about detailing it just for now. I just kind of want to figure out where this is going to go because I'm not 100% sure. I have no idea. We're going to wing this entirely. There's absolutely no plan right now. So I think coming down like this a little bit, pretty steep like this. We'll make the wall here. Oh, there's a creeper coming. We don't need him dropping down on us. Thank you for your insides, man. They've been so generous today. So I think like this would be bloody beautiful. Then we'll come down here a little bit more, down like that. I think this side needs to be a little bit less wide. So we'll go like that. Yeah, that's good. That's really nice. And then it'll kind of pop out over here. So I want to fill this in a little bit. It's a little bit wide for me. And there too. And I think we'll go down one more block. So we'll have it like this. Yeah, that's good. That's bloody beautiful, mate. Have a look at that. There we go. Okay, so that's a pretty nice gradual path down here. And then we'll have one here as well. Just like this. Kind of heading up here. Because I kind of want like a little viewport over here. So not a viewport. It's going to be like there's going to obviously be the fountain coming down and I want to be able to see from inside of that, if that makes sense. So I want to do the fancy path thing that we've done on the outside. I think that'll be really cool. So I'll quickly craft up a couple stairs. You know what? We need to light the area up a bit too because if I leave, I'm going to come back and there's going to be monsters in here. We don't want that. All right, we're not today. Okay, I'm pretty happy with that. Right now, it does look pretty bland because it's literally just stone. But when we get andesite and a couple other bits of blocks in there to texture it, it's going to look a lot better. But we still need to do the outside here. So let's kind of just fill all this in. Then we'll kind of do our thing out here just a little bit. Right now, it looks funky, but there's not much we can do until we get that fountain going. We'll dig this down because this is going to be obviously like a observation area. It's going to be out like this. I'm pretty happy with that, to be honest. And now we need to do the top of the cave. So it's going to come up quite a bit. Let me see if I can jump over there. Nope. You know what? I'm going to need scaffolding, so let's go grab that instead. Yo. None of that, thanks, mate. Thank you. So I'm just going to pretty much fill in this roof, kind of like we did in our main base, the entrance of our main base. Now I'm going to need to jump in there. Boom. Okay. So we'll have it come down a little bit on this side. This is so much smaller scale than we did with the main entrance, so this is going to be a lot easier to do because we can actually reach the roof here. Okay, this is turning out a lot better than I expected. I didn't think it would look this good already. So let's just finish up with the details as much as we can. I think a lantern will be very fitting right there, and I guess here as well. Okay, hang on. That's a little bit rough here. Just a simple slab is all you really need to do to fix that up, which is nice. And this bit here. Okay, and I guess I'm happy with that. Maybe actually put something there. Okay, that is looking good. Right now, obviously, it's still very far from being done because we need to do all the texturing with the andesite, the cobblestone, and the tuff. Geez, that took an entire day. That's a bit sad. But honestly, overall, I'm really happy with this. It's turned out very, very nice. Now, I think we come down one more. just one more, just at the very exit, right where you kind of meet the sky, just like this. Then this will be the level of the lower part. So I guess we'll just dig this all the way around until we meet the other side. All right, so that meets up all the way around the edge there. It's about 5 blocks, which is, it's definitely okay. But our axe is looking pretty rough right now. We're going to need to go and fix that very soon. But for now, obviously this level is going to be at this level, but to the left here, it's going to go up slightly. So I think the way I want this to happen is going to the right a little bit. So this is going to be, let's figure out what level this should be at. So how many blocks is this? That's 6 blocks there. Maybe we'll go 7. We'll go 7 blocks high. So we'll dig this down and we'll have a path come up this way. I'm just going to build it out with stone to start with. So curving up like this. Yeah, just like this. So it's going to curve up to the left. I think this should be a little bit more wide at the bottom. Okay, I think that's pretty perfect. So I'll chuck in the slabs. I'm going to chuck down our shulker boxes here. Looks like a nice little working area. Fits perfectly. I'm going to grab up all of our grass. I'm going to go ahead and replace everything in here that isn't on the edge with grass. Just so we can kind of see a little bit better what we've done. Because with stone everywhere, it's a little bit hard to kind of envision what we're doing. Our pickaxe is not looking very good. It's got 60 health, so it's a little bit risky, but I'm going to dig out a little bit more. Okay, I think we get the idea a little bit now. So that should be good. Now, I am going to need to go and repair this pickaxe because, yeah, it's pretty much dead. Let's have a quick gaze at how this looks though as we fly off. And, I mean, not much has really changed, but you can kind of see the grass does make it a bit easier to figure out what we're kind of doing there. That's going to develop all the way around there. But let's head over to the end. We still need to go ahead and create a better entrance because right now this isn't looking very good. But I think that's going to be something we do between 200 and 300 days. I think that'll be pretty awesome to do, but yeah, right now I don't think we've got the facilities to do that. I kind of know what I want to build, but it's gonna be very difficult and probably take like 100 days alone. So we'll figure that out soon. Right now my focus is pretty much gonna stay on our base because I'm thoroughly enjoying building it out. Look at me. And just as quick as that, everything is fixed and ready to go. So let's go ahead and continue with what we're doing. It is so satisfying just to fly out of there. Okay, so now I'm going to kind of plan out how wide we're going to have this kind of level as it wraps around. So like I said, I have no idea how this is going to look. So hopefully we can get it looking good. But there is a pretty big distance here. For everything that we've done, I've tried to match it to the landscape as much as possible. You can see the landscape kind of matches up pretty well. And I've tried to do that to the best of my abilities while still making this look awesome. But with the edge here, I've been procrastinating a lot because especially over here, it's super tall. There's probably 50-60 blocks between the surface of the water and up there. So this is going to have to come out quite a lot, which means there's going to be a lot of empty space in the middle, which I didn't really want to do, but we don't really have much of a choice. I'm going to have to custom make the entire side of this mountain. Now, thankfully on this part here, it comes out quite a lot more. So I've got a lot more room to work with. But yeah, here there's nothing at all to work with. So yeah, I'm gonna have to just build it all by hand. Now, the plan for this side is to make it as exciting as possible to get down to the bottom and having many different routes to go down. So of course you're gonna be able to walk through this tunnel here, go around this way and then head down that way. But I'm thinking about also putting a path going in this way and heading down here and a bunch of tunnels going in between different sections. I think that's gonna be pretty cool. But is it gonna ruin it? I'm not sure. I guess you'll have to stick around to find out. Man, I am burning through my grass and dirt fast. We've already pretty much used everything that I've got in these shulkers. And it doesn't really look like we've done much anyway. I'm going to start lighting this area up though, because I don't want anything spawning and causing mayhem. Right now, it's not the best time. I'm going to put some grass on the edge here because similar to how it was over on the other path, I do want it to be a little thinner. But I want there to be some grass on the side as well. And a little bit on the inside. Pretty much just like this. I think this is good. Yeah, that's nice. Now I can go ahead and remove some of the stone on this side as well. Just to give us a little bit more space. And place the stone in just right along the edge of that. Okay, so I'm completely out of dirt. We got a ton of stone though. But this is what we got. So we've got this area here, which is all ready to go. We've got the stone kind of surrounding it now. You can head up. Once you head out of the tunnel, you can head upwards to this section up here, which is going to continue this way. Or instead of heading up, you can head down this way, and this will put you down to here, which obviously I ran out of dirt halfway through. Then this will come over to probably about here somewhere, and you'll be able to head upwards again to a section which is kind of in between the bottom section and the top section here, and you'll be able to head kind of out down this way as well. It's going to be really cool. There's going to be so many different ways to go, and yeah, I'm going to need some help figuring out what to build in these areas. So if you have any ideas as I'm building these sections, make sure to let me know in the comments down below so I can build all of your ideas into this world. There's going to be so many different shapes and sizes of areas, so the possibilities are going to be endless. But I'm going to need to go grab some more dirt, so let's go ahead and do that now. Thankfully, we've already got 4 shulker boxes full of dirt, which is going to be helpful because I need those shulker boxes back. So it's time to empty them out. This is looking a lot better already, and we've done basically nothing. So what I'm going to do is just a quick time lapse. I'm probably going to spend maybe an hour just absolutely spamming in a bunch of dirt to kind of plan out how I want this to go. Now that we've kind of dug this area out here, it's kind of as much as we can do. The rest is all going to be just placing dirt and hoping that it looks good. So yeah, start that time lapse. Okay, so I may have gotten a little bit carried away. I was only supposed to spend an hour max on this thing, but I went for 2.5 hours, and yeah, now my eyes are about to pop out of my head. But this is what we're working with now. Very, very different. It's uncomparable to what it was before. So obviously there's a bunch of levels you can get down a bunch of different ways, and once you get all the way to the bottom, there's sand here because yeah, I've got another project already lined up that I'm going to be working on soon, which is going to involve a lot of sand over here. I'm sure you're probably able to figure out what's going to happen, but yeah, we're just going to leave a little bit of sand here now just so we can kind of see a little bit clearer where the bottom is, because obviously without the sand there, I couldn't really see how much space was left. It still looked like there was quite a big gap, so it helped kind of realize that we were very close to the ocean there. Now on this side it reaches all the way up to this mountain here, and on this side it pretty much does the exact same, but because this side is much less developed, I'm still not 100% sure where the levels are going to be, so I've kind of stopped it here. It hasn't actually joined all the way up just yet. It will once we get the levels a bit better, because obviously this side is still very, very underdeveloped compared to the other side. But as you can see over here, it kind of matches up almost perfectly to the landscape here. Obviously there's going to be a little bit of overlap like here, but in general it's pretty close, and that's just kind of what I wanted to do with this part here. It does look very janky right now, I'm not going to lie, because there's literally no details in it at all. This is kind of just a template that I've got. So I still have to add all of that in, which is what we're going to be doing next. So we've obviously got to carve out all of pretty much the stone and shape it a bit better so that it looks like this. This is my goal for all of that side. I want it to look like that. And obviously for the bits that are a lot taller, I want it to look like this part or this part. So there is a lot of work to do to get this entire thing finished, but once all those details are added in, this place is gonna look awesome. Like I said, right now it looks very, very weird because obviously it's just grass and stone, but once we get the good stuff in there, it's gonna be going bloody beautiful, and I'm excited to see it because it's gonna really transform this entire build, and yeah, it's gonna be nuts. Now we do have a ton of andesite, so we're not going to need to get any of that, but we are pretty low on tough and cobble deep slate, so we're going to need to get a ton of that. We're going to need to convert a bunch of these cobblestone into stairs, walls, and slabs, as well as making a bunch of stairs and slabs of the stone. So before we even start detailing, we're going to make sure we have everything ready, because I don't want to be jumping back and forth between grabbing resources and of course detailing the area. So let's do that now. First of all, I need to fix up my shulker box situation. There's random stuff in pretty much all of them. Okay, so we've got 9 stacks of cobblestone in this one. I want a full shulker of stone, just like that. I want 9 stacks of tough and 9 stacks of cobbled, but this is all we've got. So for now, I'm going to chuck these in here, just like that. This needs to be full. Next up, I want 9 stacks of cobblestone stairs, just like that. I want 9 stacks of cobblestone walls, just like that. And then 9 stacks of cobblestone slabs. Beautiful. Now I want a huge amount of stone stairs. 12 stacks should be good. And we'll get 12 stacks of slabs as well. 9 stacks of andesite, and then 9 stacks of andesite slabs. 3 stacks of stone brick walls. 6 stacks of spruce fences. 4 stacks of lanterns, which took way too much iron. We've got barely any now. And honestly, I think that should be good. We just need to fill up this shulker box here. So let's take this and quickly go get ourselves some cobble deep slate and of course some tuff. Okay, that was really bad. Oh my days. I was trying to do something cool and I literally almost just killed myself. That was way too close. Let's not do that again. I guess it's just a little quick reminder of how quickly this hardcore world can be over. Are we even going to get to finish this build? Hopefully, but not if we keep making stupid mistakes like that. I got to make sure I try and be a little bit more careful because it's very dangerous. So my plan, because I am going to eventually make a huge hole over here, I'm going to try and start working on that now, I guess. Instead of just mining randomly, we're going to mine in a place that's going to help us in the future. And look at that, there's tuff right there. So we'll just start here. I don't have any torches, do I? No. Okay. So I got 9 stacks of tuff and plenty of extra, but obviously it's taken a lot longer to get the deep slate, so I guess I'm just going to keep mining just straight down, and if we get extra tough, that's going to be okay as long as we fill up this cobble deep slate. So we'll just get a little bit more than we need and it should be fine. All right, so this shulker box is full, plus we got a little bit extra, and this is the area that we mined out. Not really that much considering how much more we're going to have to mine out to finish this once we do work on it, but at least it's I guess a little drop in the bucket. Anyway, let's head up. We need to go get some food and then we should be good to get all of that started. So I'll just grab up some wheat real quick. As always, I'm just going to feed these cheeky buggers all the way up, and then I'm going to absolutely borrow their parents, I guess. That's a nice way of saying it. So each time I try and feed more than I take so that it can still keep growing just a little bit, because we don't want it to dwindle. We want it to keep at least at the same level, if not just grow a little bit more, because there's still quite a bit of space for cows in here. And I've given them a pretty luxury area, so I feel like I have a right to be able to crowd them to the brim and have them pretty much as close as they can get. All right, that's all the way done. Now let's finish off their parents. Okay, I killed about 30 and we got just over 2 stacks of beef, which should keep us pretty good for a while. I'm just going to chuck this in here for now, and I guess I'll take a couple pieces because I'm pretty low. But next time we're up here, we're going to have an abundance of food, which is going to be very nice. So I'm going to grab all the shulker boxes and then we're going to start working on detailing the hell out of that area. I think it makes the most amount of sense to start at the very top. So we're going to tackle this absolute monstrosity. We got everything down here. The first thing we need to do is pretty much just fix it being so flat. So I'm going to kind of mine this out a little bit. Just do this section for now. Oh, there's mobs under here. Come on, mate. I mean, what do I expect though? Oh, are we going to die? Are we going to die? Yeah, I'm getting out of there. Okay, I've changed my mind. How I'm going to do this, I'm going to place stone behind this line of stone here, and then I'll delete it. Let's try that. Now I can delete this and there's already stone behind it, which is perfect. Pretty much just like that. So it's not a huge difference, but it does make a big difference. So let me do this all the way up the side and we'll see how this looks when it's done. Alright, so that's the wall kind of shaped up a lot better. I'm very happy with that now. That's very nice. Now we got to add in our 3 main blocks at the bottom. The cobbled deep slate. Then we add in the cobblestone just around that cobbled deep slate. Then we grab our tuff and we replace some of the stone around it with that tuff. And if we need to, we can add it on the outside just like this. But mostly the tuff replaces a lot of the stone. Just like that. Beautiful. The cobblestone, cobble deep slate, and tuff really add a lot to this. I'm very happy with it. I want to try and make sure I keep everything in the right spot though. So let's chuck that in here. There we go. We got to make sure we keep all of these nice because they're perfect right now. Now we'll grab our 3 main blocks, the cobbled stone stairs, slabs, and walls, and we'll add these in around. I honestly think there's a little bit too much here. So let's remove a little bit. There, that's a bit better. Maybe here as well. Okay, yeah, I'm happy with that. Now we'll grab some lanterns and we'll chuck these on top of some of these cobblestone walls here, just to light up the bottom area of it. Now we'll grab our andesite and we'll replace the stone all the way up the wall. Okay, so I finished the andesite, but I've also extended this out just slightly a couple blocks. So I'm going to have to expand the farm a little bit just because it didn't look right for me. So a little extension there is okay. And I'm probably going to have to do another extension here as well. It's very flat. Now, finally, to finish this off, we're going to round it off by using stone stairs and slabs. This will give it a much nicer look and make it less blocky. Exactly like that. And that is looking 100 million, 1,000 trillion times better. That is so nice. Now, I know it's nighttime, but let's have a quick look at that from the sky, just so we can have a better idea of how this is looking. Oh my days, it changes it so much. It's insane. So obviously this is only just up to here, but once we do all of this, it's going to change this entire area so much. And right now it looks cool, right? It looks okay, but it just, you can tell it's not complete. So once we get this all done, guys, I'm telling you, it's going to look nuts. Absolutely mental. So what I'm going to do is, oh my days, I'm going to try and tackle this part here. I have to go all the way around to the front part here. It's going to be a little bit tricky, but I'm gonna try. Okay, it's yeah, this is gonna be, I have no idea how I'm gonna do it, but yeah, that's huge. So let's figure that out. I'm gonna do all of it and let you guys watch in the form of a time lapse. So roll the time lapse. Alright, that is this area now done, and it is looking so much better. I do have the phantoms on me, but I can't be bothered going back to my base because it's so far away now. I'm just going to keep absolutely destroying them. It's alright. They're nice and easy to kill. I've kind of figured out how to do it. You just kind of wait for them to come down, right? And then as they're coming, you move back and then hit them. There you go. Makes it easy. That's how I do it. And yeah, anyway. I do need to add in the hanging lantern still, just to add some light because it is pretty dark. So actually, you know what? We'll do that right now. That's what I use the stone brick walls, fences, spruce fences, and lanterns for. So let me chuck one in here, just like that. Beautiful. I think it really adds a nice little detail to the side of the mountain, and of course adds a bunch of light. I love it. I think it's a little bit short to add them there, but here's perfect. So we'll continue this around the side here. Maybe one right there. We'll have to remove the slab, but that's okay. We'll go one here. Once again, we have to remove the slab. This mountainside over here is so unbelievably tall. I'm pretty sure it's the tallest out of all the mountains we've created so far. It is absolutely huge. And then I think one there, right in the middle of where the waterfall would be. More bloody phantoms. Not while I'm up here. Come on. Oh my days. There we go. That is that. Okay, so when I was doing this part here, I had to be pretty careful because obviously the inside of this mountain here is filled in. So there were parts where I had to slightly edit it, but I think it still turned out pretty okay. I'm happy with it, and yeah, it's good. It's worked out nice. So now you can pretty much easily see, you walk through here, you walk down, and then you enter out here, and this is where you'll be able to continue down further towards the ocean there. But let's have a quick look. I know it's nighttime again. Perfect timing, I guess. We'll have a look at how this looks. And yeah, guys, once you add the details in to the mountains here, it absolutely, whoa, bro just hit me in mid-air. That's crazy. I've never had that happen before. What on earth? But yeah, once you add all the details into this, it looks insane. I love it. It's so much better. So I'm a little bit more optimistic now about, yo, these guys are coming in fast. There's a witch somewhere. I can hear him laughing. Come on. Yeah, so I'm a bit more optimistic about how this is going to turn out. I'm still a little bit nervous because honestly, I don't know if it's actually going to look good, but so far it's coming along nicely. So I'm probably going to spend about an hour just going absolutely nuts and try and get as much of this done as I can. I'm hoping to get at least this entire level here, up there, and maybe even this part here done, but we'll see. So I'll see you guys in an hour and enjoy the beautiful time lapse. And and we did quite a lot. It was a little bit more than an hour, and we're currently sitting on day 173, so we're definitely moving along. As you can see, the entire side through here has been completed, and it's gone down pretty far. We're about halfway done in total, I think. Now, the remaining ones are a lot smaller than what these ones up here have been, so maybe it's going to be quicker. I'm not 100% sure, but I'll give you guys a quick look from the sky, and there you can see there is a massive difference. Now, of course, it's still very bare bones, and there's a lot of stuff we still needed to do. It's literally just grass, and all I've done to the mountains is add in a little bit of texture and shape them a lot better than what they were. So there's still a lot that needs to be done to make these really pop off, but you can definitely see a huge step in the right direction from the walls up here to the ones down here. Now, it does look a little bit weird because obviously it all just finishes in this line here, but we'll eventually get to this part here. The main thing I want to do is get this section done though, because this was such a weird spot with the side of the mountain. It just looked really strange. So having this all done is going to be huge. Now, before we do start hopefully finishing off the rest of it, I do need to grab a little bit more andesite because we kept running out a lot. But in terms of everything else, we're pretty well stocked up. We shouldn't run out of anything else. But yeah, definitely andesite. I also need to craft up some more fireworks, so we'll see how much gunpowder we got. We have 4. Okay, that is not enough. Maybe I have some in the chests down there, but we're going to use 2 fireworks to go down there and then come back up. We have 2. Okay, that is bad. That is really bad. I guess we'll just make up 6 fireworks. There we go, we have 10 now, so not really much of a difference. All right, we got the andesite, so let's head back, and I'm going to try and finish this entire area up. There's still so much to do, but I'm going to try and smash it out and get it done so we can move on to the next step, which is making all the paths through here, because that's going to be a little bit tricky. But once again, sorry about all the time lapses, but yeah, it's really the only way to show it. So enjoy it. And that is this area now finally complete. At least the mountains. We still have a whole lot of work to do. We're currently sitting on day 180, so we've got 80 days to at least get this done. But I want to finish it way before, because there's some other things I need to try and do before day 200. So we're on a bit of a time crunch right now. But let me show you exactly what we've got going. It looks so much better. Now, keep in mind, there's still a lot to do here. It's still just literally grass and stone with a little bit of extra texture, but it is definitely looking a whole lot better. So now the next thing we have to do is get some paths in here, which is going to be a little tricky. Honestly, I've been dreading doing this part for a little bit because I know it's going to be pretty tough, but we're going to do our best. So it doesn't really matter what we do with this stuff now. I'm just going to chuck it in one, then collect it all and throw it back in our chest room because we don't need all this stuff anymore. We need to get some other things. So let's head back and empty all the suckers out. Wow, look at that. That is gorgeous. So I've got a bunch of stone brick slabs, some andesite slabs, polished andesite slabs, some stone, spruce fences, coarse dirt, and bones. That's going to be pretty much everything we need to get this path done, but we are going to need to grab some food. I just realized we only have 6, but I should still have a pretty much full stack in here, ready to go. Yep, there we go. Beautiful. Hello, Mr. Cows. Now let's head all the way back down and start planning out where this path should go. So the first part is super easy. We just move this crafting table. This is literally just going to go like that. Super simple. Just connect in from the tunnel to go up this way. Then it's going to go this way, following all the way pretty much just in line with this side here. Now we'll make it 2 or 3 blocks wide throughout, just like that. Let me quickly rest so we can get rid of these phantoms. I've been fighting them for like the last 4 hours, but it's time for me to actually rest so they can leave us alone. They're getting a bit annoying now. I'm telling you, once we add these baths in, it's going to really change this entire area. Oh, that was a waste. So as always, I'm going to add in the stone bricks first, polished andesite slabs next, normal andesite. Next up, we have just the regular normal andesite. There's going to be a little bit more of this stuff. And then the remaining blocks are literally just going to be stone. Boom, and yep. Now we're just going to fill the rest in with just the stone, and that is going to look absolutely beautiful. I'm not going to lie, it's a lot nicer just to be doing these roads now after doing these mountainsides for 4.5 hours. It was torture. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. Now, I forgot my other shulker box. I'm going to need to go all the way back and grab it. But burning through these fireworks so fast, not good at all. But yeah, building the mountains was a lot. It was a lot of work. That makes this so far the biggest project of this entire series. So I'm hoping you guys really like it because yeah, it's been rough, very rough to build, but it's coming along pretty nicely, and I think in the end it's gonna really put together this whole thing. All right, so we've got our lanterns in, which are perched upon spruce fences just on top of coarse dirt. Now I think we should make sure we go and finish up here first before moving down a bit. I do just need to replace some of these because it's only stone, so we need to add in our mixture here just to make sure it's consistent throughout. All right, so now we've got the path heading that way. It's going to head up here and it's going to head over that way as well. So let's just dig straight through here. It's going to come down here, but it's also going to have like a fork in the road to go up here. Something like this is going to be pretty good. There we go. That's looking nice. Maybe a little bit wider here. One more block here as well. There we go. Now, this road is going to head up this way. There's nothing up here yet. It kind of just ends, but eventually it will continue. So I guess the best way to do this is to just kind of hopefully wing it and maybe it'll work. Okay, obviously this didn't work out too good, so I'm going to need to try and fix this. Okay, that's better. I'm thinking that's good. Oh no, it's a little bit skinny here. Okay, that's good. Not the best, but it'll suffice for now. And I think coming out like this is going to be nice. Just to about here. All right, so that's that path done with some lanterns as well. Now this path is going to head down here and curve around till it gets to here and then back out here and then down there. So this one's going to be a little tricky. I don't think it's going to go down here. It's going to curve through here and then down. So let's figure that out. I think I'll just use stone just to plan it, just because there's no point trying to texture it until the shape is right. I think that's what we did wrong last time. Okay, this is what I've got here. It just slows all the way around and you curve up here and then it meets up to this part here. So it's a little bit tricky and I need to fix up a little bit of the grass because a little bit of it is too high, like this one and this one and this one. But I think overall this is looking pretty good. I'm liking it. Now I'm going to texture it, which should be a lot easier than what we were doing before when we were trying to texture it while we were planning where it was going. This is so much better. And now the andesite, there we go. Now that's textured up and looking bloody beautiful. Now I'm not going to have the path go up here just yet because yeah, it's all stone, but we're going to have the path continue once we get to the bottom of here all the way through here, and we're going to have it come up here so it meets up with the very start of the path over here, and that's going to look pretty cool, I think. Now we're coming towards the end of day 181 and we're going to start night 181. So I think it's almost already been 2 whole days since we started just doing the paths, and yeah, we need to get a bit of a wriggle on. We're not doing this quick enough. So I'm going to finish up here and have that connect together, and then we're going to do a quick flyby and see what it looks like. All right, and that is the path done just at the top level there, and you can see it's already making a pretty drastic difference. It's literally just a path, but it just fills in the area a little bit more and makes it feel like not just massive bits of grass just in random spots. So I'm going to continue doing this all the way down until we pretty much cover all the sections. There are bits which are not going to have any roads. For example, here is literally just going to be like a garden area with some trees popping out. There's another section through here which isn't going to have any trees. This is going to be like a garden bit because it's extremely hard to get to, and you can walk through here, but the main route will be through this way here. You'll enter from this side once that side's done to get down to there, but you can still kind of walk through here, but it's going to be all gardens. And then through here, there's a very thin bit, which is also going to be just trees and fauna. I just didn't want to have a huge massive wall because be from all the way up there all the way down to there. So I had this little idea to add this little green patch in, which will be filled with flora and fauna, and yeah, I think it's going to look nice. So let me go ahead and fill in the entire area with paths and have this place looking a little bit more complete. Alright, so the paths are done and this is looking so much better. Okay, I realized I forgot one path here, but that's okay. We can do that real quick. I did actually run out of stone, so for pretty much every block, we've got literally nothing left. I'll quickly grab a couple more just to finish up that little section there. But yeah, as you can see, just the roads alone just add quite a lot more to the build. Makes it so much nicer, even though it's literally just a road. All right, now we're looking pretty good. So the next step is to kind of figure out what we're going to put in here. Now for these smaller areas, I'm going to try and put in some more farms and little cute shrubbery areas. And for the big areas, we're going to kind of try and leave some of them open just so we can have places to build some things. I also want to put in a bunch of trees in here because I feel like we haven't got enough. We've literally just got trees here, some trees around the farm there, and then trees there. That's it. So I want to add some extra trees in around here. I think that'll really complement it because there is a lot of gray, like a whole lot of gray. It is mostly gray. So having those trees in there is really gonna not only fill in the area nicely, but add a whole different color and kind of texture to this whole area and make it stand out very nicely. So in places like here, a tree right there will be perfect. And just along these little bits here, I think it's gonna look good. So let's go ahead and grab some stuff so we can get that started. So we're going to be focusing on just building the trees for now. So I've got some dark oak wood and some spruce wood, as well as oak leaves, jungle leaves, and spruce leaves, and a couple bones. So that should be what we need just to build some trees. And of course, I should still have my scaffolding down here somewhere. Right here. Beautiful. So I'm going to start with some spruce logs first. Just need to figure out where. I think one in here is going to be nice, just in front of this wall here. That might be a little bit big on this side. I don't want them to be too overpowering. Put another one here. So 2 there should be perfect. 1 up here for sure. This is like a nice little cove area, probably just in this corner. Same thing over here, it just right tucked into the corner. It's kind of hard to figure out where to put these trees, I'm not gonna lie. And we're already fully out of spruce logs. Do I actually have more in the shulker box? Oh, I do. Not much more though. Okay, I got a bunch of them kind of planned out now, so let's have a look at how that kind of looks. Having the brown in there definitely makes it look very different. I think I like it, but the thing that's gonna really bring it out is the leaves. So let's go ahead and add them in now. After running out of the logs so quickly, I don't even know if we're gonna have enough leaves. Now, because we're in a stony shore biome, the leaves don't really have much of a difference in color, which kind of sucks, but what are we gonna do about that? There's not much we can change. Unless you guys know how to change that. I don't think you can change that unless you're in creative. So yeah, if you do know how to do that, let me know, because that would be nice. I'd love the entire thing to be in a jungle biome, but yeah, that's not going to be possible. But yeah, that's 2 trees done. So oh god, let's do the rest. I'm actually also going to bone meal around the trees, just to add in some grass. And then I guess in these little bits here, we're going to add in some as well, because we're not going to be able to put much in the side here. So tall grass is going to be it. But these little flowers are definitely going to add some color. It'll be better once we get the peonies and the rose bushes in there, but for now that will suffice. Wow, right here it becomes a lukewarm ocean, and now we get the colors in the trees. Okay, so that's a lot better. See, look at the difference between all these leaves compared to those ones. I really wish you had a way to control the colors of the grass and the leaves, but you're stuck to whatever the biome is. And I mean, sometimes the biomes are weird. But I mean, we are technically now building in an ocean. Right below here, it's literally water. And now I don't have a grass block to put in there. Oh my days. I have to find my shulker boxes. I don't even know where they are. Oh no. Okay, I don't have any shulker boxes here. That's weird. Let me go up here and break 1 dirt block. Boom. And then I'll jump down and fly over to that spot. Just chuck that bad boy in there. There we go, looking good. We got a tree here as well. Yeah, I love the color of the spruce leaves in this biome. So much nicer. Jungle leaves too, just such a nice green. The spruce leaves have like a bluey green to them. The jungle leaves kind of look like they got a little bit of fruit in it. And the oak leaves are just, you know, jungle leaves without fruit, I guess. But yeah, this is literally the only tree that I know how to build. So I probably need to start messing around in creative to try and come up with some different designs, because yeah, we can't just have this everywhere. I need to add some different types in. But for now, it'll be okay. You can always add in some more in the future when I have a bit of a different design. I don't want to just add in normal vanilla trees because that's boring, but I don't want to go like super over the top because I feel like that's a waste of time. Okay, and with a few trees and some grass planted in, it's already looking quite a lot nicer. So I am out of spruce logs, so I'm going to use some dark oak logs to fill in a couple trees at the bottom. Ooh, that was close. We should have enough leaves, and we do have plenty of dark oak logs, so I should be able to just fill in enough to make this place look a bit better instead of kind of half filled in with trees. And ladies and gentlemen, the big reveal. This is what it looks like now with a bunch of trees. I think it looks already so much better, and we are only literally just getting started. Now, next thing I'm going to do is go to our peony and rosebush farm and grab a bunch of them. So I'm going to grab 64 of each, which is going to use 2 whole stacks of bone meal, which is crazy. 1 full stack of rose bushes, and we'll jet over to our peony and do the exact same thing, just getting a whole stack of them. There we go. Now let's head back and we'll put these all the way through pretty much everywhere up here. These flowers are going to add so much color to the area and make such a huge difference. And now we have a bunch of rose bushes and peonies in there, and it's added quite a lot of nice colors and it's coming together very good. Now we're going to add in some farms. So in this area here, you can't access it. It's literally just going to be a wheat farm. I've only got 1 bucket of water, so I'm going to need to go fly all the way down and grab some water. Oh, I can't even reach it. No way. Dude, we're literally almost out of fireworks. We have 4 left. I've just literally been using all of them. I'm going to have to do something really cheap. I've had to create this little infinite water source here. Oh no, we are really not doing okay right now. Okay, here we go. Let's do this. Oh man, our hose is going to break as well. Have some water there. We have to have water here, then 1 right here, and then we'll have 1 in the corner here. And that will be good. That'll be enough water. Just go fill this up. Okay, now this area is fully ready to be planted. I've got 64 seeds. Definitely not enough, but at least we'll get it started. Okay, that's nowhere near enough. And this whole firework situation is not sitting right with me. So I'm going to go and borrow the insides of some creepers. Oh no, the night is almost over. That's kind of pretty horrible timing. I wonder how many we can get in like 2 minutes. Now we got invisible spiders. What the hell? Oh no, 1. Hey, I don't want any business with you. I'm not after you, mate. Where are the creepers though? Watch me literally find no more. Literally not a creeper in sight. We got 1 gunpowder. I'm desperate. I'm desperate for some creepers. I'm not gonna lie. Oh, hey, how you doing, buddy? No. Oh, I thought he was gonna explode. You know what? That's just disrespectful. I've got no words for that. We will not speak of that. All right, that never happened. You know what? We don't need fireworks. Okay, we can survive without them. Thankfully, the entire base is wheelchair accessible. It just means we're gonna have to walk forever to get to places because this thing is absolutely monumentally large. I mean, going down is going to be pretty easy, but going back up, yeah, that's another story. All right, that's this one filled in. Now, I think here, a sweet berry farm would look very nice. Now, I've got a couple sweet berries here. Definitely not enough, but I'll start laying them down. And then I'm going to go up, grab some spruce fences, and hit our sweet berry farm, and we'll be able to get that bad boy in there. I'm not going to lie, navigating through this place is actually pretty nice on foot. I've done such a good job. I'm not gonna lie. Traveling around is, very nice. I'm always just flying around, so being forced to kind of walk through this place really allows you to appreciate what this whole thing looks like. Like, this place is enormous. The elytra kind of makes everything just feel smaller. Everything's so much closer together. So it turns out the sweetberry bush only hurts you when you move. So you can stand still in it. I had no idea. That's crazy. All right, that should be enough. Now, let me collect these. I harvested them anyway. Might as well. Oh, I don't have my elytra on. That's a bit awkward. And I'm trampling on crops again. When am I going to stop doing that? I don't think I will. I think I'll do that for the rest of my life. Hello, Mr. Enderman. And we'll fly down to here and we'll get these fences and sweet berries all into their spots. And this is a bit weird here, I think. We're going to have to move this. Move it over 1 block. No. Okay. I don't really know what to do. I don't have any on me. Okay. I guess we'll walk all the way back up. That just sucks. I'll go over here and I'll just put a piece of dirt there. Boom. Easy peasy, and we'll fly down. Oh, we've done it again. Why do they have to be in the exact wrong spot? Well, at least we got it that time. Hey, this one's in the right spot. Beautiful. Okay, that's the Sweetberry Farm 2.0 done. I want to have a look at it from above. Yeah, that's nice. I'm not gonna lie, I think this might be my favorite type of farm. I love it so much. It just looks so good. Oop. Okay, which spot is our next victim? I think here and there. What I want to do here, I think because this is kind of like an exit point, what I want to do is a diagonal thing like we did with the peonies and the rosebush farm and just make them again. So I'll remove all these flowers and torches around here. I'm just going to do this diagonal dirt path just like this. Grab up me bone meal, smack this so it grows some short and tall grass. Okay. And then I'm going to we'll do peonies on this side. Just add them in just like this. Now, I guess I'll also add a couple azalea bushes in. Hold on, this should be that. Add some azalea bushes in around it. like that. Okay, okay. Now we'll do the same thing on this side, except this time it'll be roses. Same thing, we'll just plant in some bone meal, chuck in some of them roses, and then some azalea bushes as well. Yeah, okay. Now, hopefully that looks good. It's a bit hard to tell because obviously we can't fly and have a look. I guess I can try and have a look from up top. If we can even get over there, that is. Okay, yeah, I'm liking it. I'm loving it, mate. Okay, this spot here, we'll put in a carrot farm. Now I just need to go get some carrots. That should be plenty. Now we can pretty much just jump from up here, right? Oh yeah, that's looking so much nicer already. I can see it. It's coming together. Now over here, I want to put in a beetroot farm that wraps all the way through here because beetroot is one of the crops we don't actually have yet. So I feel like it's important to at least have a decent sized one going. Oh man, our hoe is about to break. This hoe's been with us for a long time and it's finally ready to give up. It's time to retire. Its hoeing days are almost over. And the final hoe for this hoe, boom, done. Now I need to go waste 2 diamonds on another one. But before we do that, I need to plant these beetroot seeds because this is literally all that we have. 16. So they need to be growing so we can keep expanding this farm. But let's go back and get a hoe. Thankfully we have 24 diamonds, so that's going to be plenty. There we go. We now got a brand new hoe. Bloody beautiful, mate. Now I did trample on some crops on our way in. I mean, what's new? I always do that. I have a serious problem. Can I fly through here? Oh yeah, that was sick. I'm not gonna lie, that was so sick. All right, now let's go and do this side now. Now that we got a brand spanking new hoe. All right, there we go. All the land is plowed. We are just waiting on the crops to grow so we can get it all planted in. That could take a little bit of time because yeah, they've barely made any progress. But at least that's another crop that we're now going to be able to get our hands on. Now we do need to add in a potato farm, and I think the best spot for that is going to be in here. We'll put it in here. This will be fine. Oh no, that's annoying. Oh, there's fish down here. Now we have to walk all the way back around. Okay, here we go. So one there and one here. That should be okay. Now I have 45 potatoes, which is not gonna cut it, not a chance, but it'll at least fill it up a little bit. But oh my days, yeah, we're gonna have to go up and grab some more potatoes, so let me do that. Okay, I'm not supposed to be going to the base, I'm supposed to be going to the potato farm. What on earth am I doing? That's how you know this project's gone on for too long. I'm losing me marbles. All right, so I'll grab up some potatoes. That'll be way more than enough. You know what, while I'm up here, oh, it's almost night. Maybe we should try and borrow the insides of some creepers. I'm curious if they'll actually spawn today or tonight. But while I'm up here, I'm gonna go ahead and grab some pumpkins and melons as well, because I want to make a pumpkin and melon farm down there, because that's another thing we don't actually have. I mean, we have it up here, but this isn't going to be here for long. Any creepers? Oh, there's literally no creepers. Whatever. Let's go and fill in this potato farm. Number 1 priority. Boom. Okay. So that's now a potato farm here. Now for the melons and pumpkins, I think we'll put pumpkins in here. Of course, we have no water. There we go. At least we have access to the ocean now. That's nice. Well, is it no, it's a lake. You know what? No, it's an ocean, okay? You can't change my mind. Make up a quick infinite water source. Now go up and plow a bunch of the land just randomly. And then that is the places that we're going to have these pumpkin seeds in. Oh, we got phantoms again. What on earth? Okay, I know this probably looks really weird, but I promise it's going to look good once it grows. Once they grow, what I do is I throw in some barrels along there, maybe a scarecrow, and then I put some sea pickles on top of some of the pumpkins, and it really looks really cool. Maybe I'll plant a couple more just because I still have 7 seeds. There, that should be good. Yeah, so once this grows, it'll take a while, but it's going to look really nice. Pumpkins will start going everywhere, and it's going to look like a kind of natural farm. It's not going to be a very efficient farm, but we're not making it for efficiency. It's for the aesthetics. Okay, what areas I'm missing? Okay, down here I'm gonna just place in some bone meal. Very nice. Man, this is so nice to walk through now that it's for the most part all filled in. I don't think there's really any spots that have nothing, which is nice. Now to finish this off, I want to add in some hay bales. Oh, we got 3 gunpowder. Hold on, let me make 3 more fireworks. Boom, now we got 6. Okay, and I want to just go through and add in a couple hay bales around some of the spots. Oh, look at these creepers, 3 of them. I'm going to take them all. Oh, we got 12 gunpowder from that. Oh my god, we're rich. Now I can go in and I can make 12 more fireworks. Finally, guys, we can fly again. Oh, yes. We got 17 fireworks. Oh, my God. We don't have to walk around anymore. Look at this. Guys, we're moving. We are moving. Now, let's get a better look of the entire thing now that we've got all that stuff in there. Hold on. We'll just wait for it to go to day fully. I'll add in my hay bales. Where do I want them? I want some hay bales here because there's not really any farms here. So one there. I think one in this corner here. That's nice. Is there anyone anywhere else? Maybe a little bit here. Very good. I guess one here would be nice. Now we definitely need to bone mill this area. Stack of hay bales in here as well. And that's going to look pretty good. Okay, now let's have a look at what this place looks like now. Alrighty, ready? Oh, that is so good. Oh my days. Look at that. That is incredible. Oh my God. That is insane. I'm not even lying. Guys, this is nuts. How did we do this? Oh man. I do want to fill this up with wheat. So let's go and grab up some more of these bad boys. Give me all your seeds, my boy. We might as well turn this wheat into hay bales. Why not? Alright. And I'll grab water while I'm here. Thank you. And down here is going to be a little bit of wheat as well. So I guess I'll just dig out the spots for the water. Infinite water source righty. Couldn't have thought of a better spot, mate. Bloody beautiful. I know I use a lot of wheat, but it's my favorite out of all the crops. It just stands out so nicely. There's nothing more attractive than a massive field of wheat. You know, it's the most beautiful thing in the world. No cap. Now I should be able to just go ahead and plow all this up. I don't think I'm going to actually have enough seeds. We only got 3 stacks. That's pretty pathetic. I didn't really think very hard about that, did I? Like, this spot is a bit bigger than I think I thought. Let's see how much of this area 3 stacks of seeds fills up. I don't even think it's going to be half. I think we've severely underestimated how big this area is here. Okay, a little bit over half. So I guess it's not as bad as I thought, but yeah. Back to the wheat farm. I literally just remembered I have like an entire double chest of seeds in my base. So that was a waste of time. Let's go back. And there we go. This is all filled in. And once it grows, it's going to be looking bloody beautiful. What other spots are we missing now? Is that everything? Okay, there's one more spot. This spot over here. And I think we're going to fill this up. What have we got? We got 64 carrots. That's definitely not enough. I think we do carrots here as well. So let me go up and grab some carrots. We can grab some water while we're here too. Okay, that's definitely enough. But I'm going to grab a couple more because obviously I thought we had enough wheat, but I was wrong. We'll jump down here and we'll chuck in some carrots just in here. Infinite water source. Boom, boom. And there we go. We had plenty of carrots left over and that is looking good. I think once it all grows, this place is going to look sick. So we'll have a final look at how this place is looking and oh man, it is looking bloody good. Oh, actually we've missed a spot up here. How could we do that? Oh my days. I think this should be wheat as well. You know what? Let's just do it. What have we got to lose? Oh no. This time I'm gonna grab the wheat seeds from the wheat chest. We have all these seeds in here. And then we have all the seeds in here. Beautiful. That's going to be more than enough. Ooh, I'll grab some spruce slabs while I'm here. I don't have any. Okay. Oh, I have some in the shulker box. So that's okay. I'll grab them. All right. And let's go ahead and do the final farm for this area up here. All right. That's all of that filled in. Okay. So now I guess one final look. Obviously, it's going to look better once it's all grown. And of course, once that beetroot is able to be fully filled in, but I'm very happy with this. This is looking very nice compared to what it was before. I'm sure I've got a before and after on the screen right now. This is like at least 167.3 times better, maybe even a little bit more. I'm not gonna lie. I'm so happy with how this turned out. I didn't expect it to be this good, but yeah, it's looking amazing. Guys, if you have any ideas to add into this area, because obviously I've been building for like 12, 13, maybe even 14 hours now, and my brain is, oh my days, come on man, I'm just trying to explain something. Yeah, my brain is a bit fried, so I haven't really, hey, all right, let me deal with this last guy ruining the video. Yeah, I haven't really got much of an idea of what I can add into here. Obviously I think some buildings will be nice, but the vibe is kind of just to have it be more of a nice kind of wilderness area, because when you're walking through here, it does feel like that. It feels very, very naturey, if you know what I mean. mean. It doesn't feel like you're in like a civilization. It feels like you're in like a garden. Like this is just a huge garden. This is the feeling that I'm getting just walking through here. And I like it. I definitely love it. That's kind of what I was going for. But if you guys have any ideas on things I should add, doesn't necessarily have to be buildings. It can even just be little decorations. Let me know because yeah, this place could do with a little bit more. But right now, I'm very happy with this. If you guys are happy with this too, let me know. If you think this is perfect, then we can leave it as it is. But yeah, I'd love to hear your thoughts. We're on day 188 and this whole thing started on day 150, I'm pretty sure. So 38 days. This is by far the largest project we've done. But yeah, as we're walking through here, I'm pretty happy with how it turned out. I don't think I could have done anything differently because yeah, mate, come on. I literally just planted that. You know what? Let me get on armor because I don't want you to kill me. This can't be a fair fight. Yeah, go. Get out of here. Look at this. He trampled all of my crops. He's worse than me. You guys know how bad I am. But yeah, that was taking the piss. Come on. All right. But yeah, I'm very happy with this. I don't think I'd change any of it. I think it's turned out pretty much exactly how I kind of envisioned it. And yeah, it's looking nuts. Guys, if you're here to the end, you're an absolute legend. I appreciate you guys so much. I appreciate all of the support recently. It's been mental. I definitely see all of you guys commenting on each of the videos. Your names are all familiar. I love you all and I appreciate you more than you can imagine. Now the next video is going to be the 200-day full movie. So if you have already seen all the episodes, it would still help me out a lot if you watch the whole of that full movie because yeah, if you guys watch the whole thing, the algorithm goes absolutely nuts. So if you do want to support the channel, you know, just leave that running while you go to sleep or listen to it in the background or just watch the whole thing again together in a full movie. There's going to be a little bit of extra at the end, about 12 or 11 days worth of stuff. Plus there's going to be a little bit of extra commentary in between. So yeah, if you want to rewatch it all together in the full movie or even just leave it on while you go to sleep, you know, it helps out more than you can imagine. Oh, don't have more Elytron. I do that way too much. But yeah, guys, thank you so much for watching. If you're here to the end, you are an absolute legend and I appreciate you more than you can imagine. Dude, I'm so happy with this. All right. Thank you. And I'll see you again very soon. Peace out.